back to the latest update from your hairy godmother. Today I'm going to be discussing a mental health struggle that I have. This is something I want to open up about for anyone that has PCOS or not, any women that experience PMDD, Premenstrual Dysphoric disorder. It's not the same as PMS. It's similar and it's along the same realm, but it is much, much, much more severe. There's only what I can describe as flare-ups or just episodes. It might not necessarily happen every month at the same time during your cycle, especially if you're someone like me that has PCOS and your cycle timeline is not even relatively identical month after month. The PMDD can be more or less severe depending on the timeline of your cycle each month. So this past month has been a significantly rough month, physically, mentally, emotionally. My PMDD is just struggling this month, and it essentially, if you don't know what it is, it's, there's the basics of PMS, a little bit moody, whatever else might accompany PMS, but PMDD is very, very, very intrusive thoughts, extremely heightened depression and anxiety, especially if those things already are present in your life otherwise. For me personally, there's just a mental disassociation from things and people that I love. It's not like love goes away, but I just don't feel like I can relate to anybody, even those that are closest and nearest and dearest to me. And it's a scary mental state. And I hate how it affects those around me. I just come off as disinterested, unenthused, non-reactional, disconnected. It's just all these things, and it's rough. Fortunately, I've, in the last few years, learned to be open to medication that helps with it, an SSRI. I presently use Zoloft. And it has helped regulate me having these PMDD episodes so severely month after month after month. But it doesn't make it go away completely. I used to be, I don't want any prescription medications. Initially for my PCOS, I was on a prescription medication that gave me horrendous emotional side effects. And that was back when I was 17. So since then I've been kind of hesitant about prescription medications for, cognitive health. But it got so severe, and now, and especially in these last few years since I've been with David, that kind of motivated me to be like, okay, I'm not the only one that has to deal with this now. Granted, all my friends and family kind of had to be by my side throughout these downs because they're in my life. But when you're with somebody that you live with, you see every single day, the weight of how that was affecting him weighed on me almost as much as dealing with the PMDD in and of itself. So I finally decided to get a prescription, and it has helped. Once it started to build up in my system, it did help, but it still comes in episodes. I'm very grateful that it's gone down, the frequency. It's not month after month anymore. And it's noticeable. I mean, I will be like, wow, I haven't had a mental breakdown in weeks or months, which for me, somebody that suffers with anxiety and depression and PTSD and PCOS and PMDD, it's very pleasant to not have that kind of a mental state for a running length of time. It's enjoyable, not only how it feels myself, but how joyful it is to interact with those I love and make plans and do things and not just want to stay in my house and only exist with my bunnies and feel disconnected from everything else that exists. Also, as a result, I just have not been getting my electrolysis, and I have not been taking care of my skin or my body. I've gained like 20 pounds in the last couple months. And I mean, my weight usually fluctuates month to month with my cycle anyways, a few pounds, but 20 pounds is beyond. So I'm aware of it. I can see it on my face. I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my skin, just that I haven't been taking care of myself. I just don't care. It's just that's how this PMDD weighs on my compassion for everyday life and care, self-care. So if you have PMDD or if you know someone that has it, it's severe. So discuss it compassionately, gracefully, gently. And if you are struggling with it, if you have it, just please know that myself and thousands of others know what it's like. And that's not to take away from how much of a struggle it is for you, but view it as comfort in that others can relate. Just hold on to those that are in your life that get you through the PMDD. I know I'm grateful for those people in my life, especially when it comes time to where they know, okay, this is the cycle that she's in when I just need to distance myself from her because that's what she needs. And I hate that element of it, but it very much is the reality. And if you are in my life and it's affected you as such, I adore you. I am sorry that it's a weird thing. I understand that it's very weird and it affects my personal life. It affects my job, my marriage, my friendships, everything. When my PMDD switch is on off, I'm off. I mean, my positivity and my zest for life and loving of the little things that's always there and that will always be there. But it's like when I'm on, I am on, and when I'm off, lights out. A big thing is I can identify what it is. When it happens, I know it's my PMDD. And something my husband told me years ago when I was having a breakdown is to try to get my mindset in a place of knowing that it's not going to feel like this forever. When I'm in the midst of these manic breakdowns, what is causing it, identifying it, and reminding myself that it's going to pass. It's not going to be like that forever, and that does help. It still takes a while to get out of the episodes, but having that mindset really helps. Something else I remind myself is how much I love the moon, and like the moon, I am whole no matter what phase I'm in, as are you. You're amazing, whether you have polycystic ovarian syndrome or you are just another wonderful woman that's just trying to get by and live life as best as possible while dealing with this burden. I'm here for you. I'm sending you the biggest hug. You will get through this. Have an amazing day.